Something has wounded the great white shark, and now he's hungry. Hungry for revenge. Greg Norman, the great white shark, returns to his old hunting ground in Augusta, USA. Will he make amends for his humiliating defeat last year when Nick Faldo beat him at the last? The US Masters starts Thursday at 9:30 and continues over the weekend on BBC Two and BBC One.
I can feel it.
When selling with a commission of 19,000.
Meet the man who spent 12 years collecting antiques and then sold the lot. Taking the lid off a 200-year-old time capsule, a guided tour around New Hales in Scotland. And this fabulous Fabergé egg goes under the hammer. The Antiques Show, Monday at 8:30 on BBC Two.
Spoof sci-fi adventure with Rocky Star in a couple of minutes on BBC Two. That's after a late-night weather check with David Brain.
Hello again, welcome to our weather view. There's been some very unsettled weather right across the other side of Europe from the British Isles, and that's in Turkey here in Adana. We've seen 70 millimetres of rain fall in the last 2 days. There's more to come as well. I think we're going to see more in the way of those showers develop as an area of low pressure close to the Caspian Sea brings those weather fronts down from the north. And that northerly flow does mean to say for this corner of Europe, it is going to be on the cold side over the next few days. It's been quite a cold day today as well, right the way through Poland, down in towards northern parts of Italy. We've seen temperatures no higher than around 9 or 10 Celsius. The warmest weather has been for the western side of France and up in towards the British Isles. It's going to be a cold night for the rest of tonight as well. A widespread frost from Scandinavia down through the Low Countries and in towards the Balkans. Temperatures as low as -4, -5 in places here. And that colder air is also affecting the far north of the Middle East. There's that low pressure system close to the Caspian Sea, and that cold weather front bringing some showers right the way into the northern reaches. Those showers tended to die away as they move south. And into the rest of Asia, a ridge of high pressure over China, some settled weather here, but a low affecting Japan, bringing some showers across this region, and on the eastern side of Russia, more snow around that area of low pressure. Now, we've seen the snow across the Midwest of North America. It looks like that snow has eased off. It's going to be a cold night tonight. The frost really from Chicago to St. Louis and across in towards New York. And with that ridge of high pressure, we are going to continue to see some relatively cold nights, but warming up during the day. In the west, though, we see a mild southerly flow bring up a lot of moisture into this part of North America, especially down towards the Gulf of Mexico. That southeasterly flow has triggered some thunderstorms and some heavy showers pushing in towards coastal regions of Texas. Now, heavy showers are also the order of the day along the North Africa coast, some also pushing their way through the Balearics and into eastern parts of Spain. We've also seen quite a few storms affecting the coastal regions of Portugal. I think there's more to come tomorrow as well, some heavy showers here. For the best of the sunshine, it's France and up into the southern half of the British Isles. Now, the British Isles does have a weather front moving down from the north. That will bring some cloud and a few spots of rain, but mostly light and not really significant. And as we move into Thursday, we see this ridge of high pressure moving across the British Isles. It does mean we'll see a change in the wind direction, a cold northerly flow bringing down that very much cooler air, especially down the eastern side of Scotland and eastern England. We are going to see a change in those temperatures. That's not until the weekend, though. For today and for Thursday, we are going to see temperatures as much as 18 or 19 Celsius, especially down in towards the London area. It does cool down, though. As I run the temperature sequence, we lose those oranges and yellows as that colder air follows in behind, as that high pressure becomes established just to the west of Ireland. So overnight tonight, we have one weather front moving down from the north. As it does so, the rainfall amount is getting less and less, and really just a band of cloud moving into North Wales and northern England through tomorrow. It does mean we see a ground frost in the south, though, so some frosty conditions here. Temperatures well above freezing where that weather front is. And as it slowly comes southwards, we are going to see that cloud thin and break. And that's the forecast.
There's an epidemic in Britain today. Symptoms vary, but nobody is immune.
I started to lose a lot of weight. I'd shake, sometimes throw up.
It's destroyed families.
He's not just a man gone out and left his wife. He's left everybody.
Crushed grown men.
Big boys do cry.
Even proved fatal.
She said there's been an accident.
And there's no miracle cure. Stress, a disease born of modern times. Tomorrow at 9 on BBC Two.
Surfing the galaxies now on BBC Two's Space Cadet, Rocky Star.
When you were informed of your wife's affair with Mr. Van Allen, were you upset with her?
Look, he was stringing Sharon along.
Stop it! I didn't do anything. Don't you understand? I'm the one who's guilty. I should be punished.
Did I set up the murder of the only man that I ever truly admired?
There's nothing for sale here, Mrs. Van Allen.
Then
And this is for free.
The case continues. Murder 1. Every Tuesday at 9 on BBC Two. It would be a crime to miss it.
A very good evening to you and welcome to the Learning Zone on BBC Two.
On BBC Two tomorrow with the campaign roadshow after the 3 o'clock news. I'll be back here with more tomorrow night. Until then, from all of us on the programme, night-night.
Could you adapt to live in this world? Would you even try to make it look like home? How would you confront the wilderness? Land of the Eagle explores the challenges facing the first European settlers in Canada, this Sunday at 5 to 6 on BBC Two.
Now, BBC Two, a final trip to the dark side of Danish humour, and there's blood and gore aplenty in the kingdom.
When you were informed of your wife's affair with Mr. Van Allen, were you upset with her?
Look, he was stringing Sharon along.
Stop it! Carol didn't do anything. Don't you understand? I'm the one who's guilty. I should be punished.
That I set up the murder of the only man that I ever truly admired.
There's nothing for sale here, Mrs. Van Allen.
And this is for free.
The case continues. Murder 1. Tuesday at 9 on BBC Two. It would be a crime to miss it.
With a late night look at the weather now, BBC Two, David Brain.
Hello again. Parts of the Mediterranean have been very stormy recently. Through Wednesday we saw some heavy showers moving through the Balearics and across in towards southern parts of Spain. You can see on the satellite picture the amount of cloud we've had here. Come further north though, with a ridge of high pressure, much of this part of Europe has actually been clear of cloud and a good deal of sunshine and quite warm as well. Not so the eastern part of Spain. Here we've seen temperatures no higher than around 14 Celsius. There's been rain in Murcia and rain up in towards the Balearics as well. Ibiza catching 20 millimetres of rain, so not really holiday weather at the moment. Now things do improve a little bit through Thursday. We are going to see some slightly warm air move in, but we still keep that stiff easterly breeze, and that keeps the colder air right across the Balearics and in towards eastern coastal districts of Spain in particular. And still rather stormy along the North Africa coast, an area of low pressure here bringing those thunderstorms and showers. This ridge of high pressure keeping things relatively settled all the way across in towards Greece. But we have a new area of low pressure moving down in towards Latvia and Estonia, and as you can see from those tightly packed isobars, quite a brisk north or northwesterly wind, keeping those temperatures relatively low. Now the winds are going to be quite strong, reaching gale force for a time across this part of Europe, and down through the North Sea, a cooler, fresher feel to the air for eastern coastal districts of the British Isles, as we here also start to see that northerly flow. That's not until Friday though. For Thursday's forecast, more in the way of sunshine, and that sunshine extending all the way through in towards Italy and across in towards Greece. It's a bit of a different story. Close to Moscow here, plenty of snow and temperatures no higher than 3 degrees. Now across the other side of the Atlantic, snow is the forecast to the north of the Midwest, especially for the Rockies here. You can see all the snow forecast around this area of low pressure. But high pressure is pushing across in towards the eastern seaboard. That's good news because here in Georgia we have the start of the US Golf Tournament. Here in Augusta we see temperatures as high as 23 degrees and Thursday's forecast is for a good deal of sunshine. I think that sunshine holding through into Friday as well. Back across the British Isles, we've had lots of sunshine today. Top temperatures around 21 Celsius. That area of high pressure does nudge a little bit closer, but it does allow that weather front to move down from the north, introducing cooler air across the eastern side of the British Isles initially, but most of the British Isles starting to see a change in the temperatures as we move through Friday and Saturday. So it's going to be another warm day on Thursday, I think 21 again for central and southern parts of the British Isles. But as we move through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we start to lose those yellows as that colder air moves south. So I think cooling off as we move in towards the weekend. Still plenty of sunshine though, forecast for Thursday. In the far north, rather more in the way of cloud. That'll introduce 1 or 2 spots of drizzle in the north of Scotland, and quite a strong wind here as well. Further south, once we've got rid of that mist, lots of sunshine to come, and again those temperatures are getting up quite high. A cooler, fresher feel to the air, I think, as we move through Friday and Saturday, and some more cloud moving into northern England during the course of the afternoon, although rainfall amounts are going to be rather disappointing. Just the far north of Scotland keeping the cloud and the rain. That's the forecast.
Black Britain investigates the volcano which threatens the paradise island of Montserrat. In Newcastle, Shaka Hislop unearths a hero.
He was the first black professional footballer in Britain and in the world.
Who's still a role model today.
Arthur Wharton was a real pioneer and an inspiration to all of us.
Black Britain next Wednesday at 7:30 on BBC Two.
All spaced out now on BBC Two, Rocky Star.
This is BBC Two with Education Through the Night in the Learning Zone.